Hello everyone. Before we get started, make sure to like and subscribe, and leave a comment saying where you're from and when you watched. That way, YouTube will continue to show you stories like this. Now, let's get started. Asterisk, the living room was dark, only the flickering light from the ceiling lamp flickering on Emily's face. She sat there, motionless, her endless smile etched into the space. I stood opposite, my heart pounding, the words from the notebook echoing in my head. Break the silence with your own fear. I realized that running away was no longer an option. I had to open my own way out, no matter how terrible the price. I took a deep breath, deciding to speak. My voice was shaky, but loud enough to fill the room. I admitted everything I feared, from the nights home alone in my childhood, where the darkness in the old house used to make me scream, to the recurring nightmares with the shadowless woman. I said each word, each memory out loud, as if bearing my soul. As I spoke, the four walls seemed to shake. The house let out a groan. Emily tilted her head, her deep black eyes flashing with a strange light, the smile on her lips even wider. Suddenly, the mirrors all over the house cracked, emitting ear-piercing, cracking sounds. From within the mirrors, dozens of faces appeared, screaming silently, as if long-imprisoned souls had finally been awakened. They looked at me, no longer resentful, but as if sending hope. I trembled, understanding that the truth I had just admitted had awakened something hidden deep within this haunted house. But immediately, Emily stood up. The entire room was dark. Only her eyes were shining in the darkness, like two deep holes. She rushed towards me, so fast that the naked eye could hardly keep up. I dodged to the side, my heart almost stopping. Emily's laughter echoed, shrill, wailing like the wind howling in the middle of a stormy night. I grabbed the half-burnt candle on the table, the small flame trembling in my hand. I pointed it at Emily, but she did not retreat. Instead, she moved closer, the darkness thick as if swallowing the fire. In a moment of despair, I screamed everything. I had never dared to admit that I was afraid of myself, afraid of weakness, afraid that one day I would lose my soul completely. My scream echoed, stronger than any sound before. The house shook violently, the wind howled through every crack. In the door, the souls in the mirrors spoke in unison, forming a creepy but strangely powerful harmony. Emily paused, her eyes flashing with anger. She raised her hand. The room suddenly distorted, the ceiling cracked, the wooden floor twisted. I found myself falling into an endless space, as dark as an abyss. In that darkness, I stood in a circle of broken mirrors, spinning around me. In each mirror fragment, my image appeared in hundreds of different forms, some crying, some panicking, some desperate. But in the center, there was another image, me, calm, eyes fixed. I knew that this was the real me, the part that Emily could not reach. I rushed towards the mirror, clenched my fists, and screamed again. The mirror glowed, dispelling some of the darkness. Emily screamed, her voice mixing with the sound of the rain outside, the rain sounds echoing like whips on flesh. She rushed forward, but this time I did not retreat. I raised the candle high, the flame suddenly flared up, clearly illuminating her pale face and empty eyes. The fire reflected throughout the room, causing the spirits in the mirror to reach out in unison, as if to help me. The chaos lasted for who knows how long. I collapsed, exhausted, breathing heavily. When I opened my eyes, I found myself back in the living room. Emily was gone. The mirrors were completely shattered, leaving only the bare wooden frames. Outside, the rain had stopped and the house was silent. I stood up shakily, trying to believe that it was all over. But from the corner of the room, a soft laugh rang out, a reminder that this was only the beginning of the nightmare. Stay tuned for the next episode to find out what really happened behind the seemingly broken curtain of silence.